James Hamilton live for MMA UK, joined by Paul Craig.
Yeah.
Obviously, first of all, Paul, I'll ask you, Camille was fighting earlier, very impressive knockout. Just give me your thoughts on his performance.
Camille in the gym, he's a heavy-handed training partner, and he's incredibly strong. He's got Polish strength in him, and he showed that tonight. That guy was out on his feet. Not criticising the referee, but he probably should have stepped in a wee bit sooner, and he wouldn't have to have taken the other 3 shots. But being a referee, one of these things, it's him that's in there. It's not me. That's my personal opinion. But hey, it's hard being a referee. But what a fight! And that was like his first fight, which is incredible.
And so he's been training for a year, and obviously, as we were saying there, he's very heavy-handed. He's definitely one to watch out for the future, I would say.
100%. Man, you need to watch. Hey, not just him. There's a host of guys coming out of Scottish Hit Squad, and we were speaking about this 2 seconds ago before the camera started rolling. The actual level at MMA that's coming out of Scotland at the moment is incredible, and I think it's because there's all these teams with all these different skill sets coming up. Like, you've got guys like Scott Malone who are teaching judo to all the Dundee guys, and they're grappling, and we've seen that tonight as well. The grappling is superb. You're getting Stevie Ray's guys who are coming in with really, really good striking. So, like, Scottish MMA, man, it's just in the up and up and up.
Yeah, and just while we're saying that on Scottish MMA, obviously, your friend, teammate Chris Bungard, he's made a bit of history. First Scottish fighter to sign with Bellator. How do you feel about that?
You know, I'd love to be having him in the card with me. You know, as a teammate, both of us training together and in the UFC. But you know what? Bellator's like the biggest promotion in the world, and it's a great to have Chris Bungard there, man. And it just shows the level of our team. You know, we've got the first Scottish guy in Bellator. That's huge. And then we'll get myself in the UFC, and the guys that are coming up, man, I see them going. We're going to get guys in UK promotions like Cage Warriors, Bama. You know, as I keep saying this, man, Scottish MMA, it's just flourishing. It's great.
And obviously as well, you've got a big fight coming up. December, you're going to Australia. You're fighting another undefeated fighter, Jim Crute. Just give us your thoughts on the fight itself, travelling to Australia for the fight, and what you think of the matchup.
Yeah, I think it's a great matchup. You know, we've got Crute in it, Jim Crute, who he's never fought under the likes of the UFC. He's never experienced that. This is my 5th fight. I've fought 5 times in the UFC, 2 and 2. So I'm experienced in that way. Training, fighting in your hometown is not an advantage. So he's fighting in Australia, and he's going to have all this love for the Australians, and he's going to feel that pressure. So that's going to play a factor. Not only that, we beat one of the best guys in the light heavyweight division. Like, our last fight in London, like, Magomedov is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and we beat him. Right, we might have done it in the last second, but you know what? A win is a win, and I'm excited to see how this fight goes. Training camp so far, it's already started. I don't stop. I never ever stop for fight camps. It's not like I say, oh, this fight camp's just started. The fight camp always runs. I'm always staying in shape. I'm always eating right, because what I don't want to do is come halfway down the hill to then try and get back up to the top. I want to always be trying to push past, and get better at myself. You know, one of the ways we're doing it is we're doing the travelling. Like, we're travelling like 3.5 hours to do 20 minutes work. That's the kind of level we're taking this. We're training with all the best fighters in Scotland.
And as well as you say there, Magomedov, you went in there with a guy like that who had a big reputation coming in. The confidence you must have took that, getting into the deep waters and pulling a finish off like that. I think I've said to you in the past, it was an amazing finish, and just it was a dramatic end to the fight as well. So did it give you that extra confidence knowing you've been in there with a guy like that and won the fight and got that victory?
You know, confidence is one of these things. You get too much of that and you run away with yourself, and then you believe you're on the big I am. So sometimes you need to just stay a wee bit grounded, and I felt a wee bit of that moving in. Like, you know, when you get a win in the UFC and then you move into your next fight, who was another Australian unbeaten opponent, and I just need to remember what got me to the UFC and who I am, rather than trying to be somebody else and live up to all this media, because that's one of the things. Like, you start ramming media down your face, and you've got to do certain things for the UFC, for Fox, for all these promotions, and it's hard to kind of juggle it.
And it seems like a thing now. They seem to be sending all these undefeated fighters your way. Are you going to start collecting those? Is that the plan?
You know, myself and Brian were speaking about this. We're like the gatekeeper of like the new guys. Like, so new guy will give me Paul. If you can beat Paul, yeah, he deserves to be in the UFC. So I'm like this gatekeeper. Like, you know the way Michael Bisping was like a gatekeeper to get the championship. I'm the gatekeeper to get in the UFC. So it's going to be an exciting fight. 8-0. Has he fought the same level of opponents I have? We'll find out.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks very much for the time as always, Paul. Thank you.